Hi, and thank you so much for tuning in to this episode of Jimmy's Decorative Moments. I'm so excited about our show today because we'll be meeting with Jennifer Williamson of Jenny's Wedding Cakes. But before we get started there, I do want to thank our sponsors. I'd like to thank Be Our Guest Party Rentals, especially Simone Williamson and Jim Carr, for all of your support and for providing all the beautiful decor on today's set. Thank you so much to Glenn and Janice Williams of the Rosendale Arts Alliance. And the television show It's All About Arts. I really appreciate all your support because the show would never have happened if it weren't for you. And I especially want to thank all of you for tuning in. You know, I always love preparing these episodes and working with the team here at BNN. So I hope you enjoyed today's episode and learn a few things about cake decorating, which is what we'll be talking about today. So without much further ado, I'd love to introduce our guest today, Jenny Williamson.
Hi.
Thank you so much for coming on the show.
Oh my God, are you kidding? Thanks for
I'm so
having
happy.
me.
I know.
Oh, so excited every time I see
I
you.
think I brought up the opportunity to be on the show like a few months ago or
Yeah.
like a while back because I always thought it might be like a kind of cool concept.
Super fun. Absolutely.
So
yeah.
I always like to start the show off by asking a question. When you hear the phrase decorative moment, what does that mean to you?
Okay, so it did not take me much time to think about this. So growing up, we had plenty and then we had nothing. And I have to say my mother, who was an amazing artist, has a wonderful eye. And no matter where we were,
Oh, wow.
no matter what we had or didn't have, she made wherever we were look beautiful with one little thing. Just could be, you know, a couple sticks she brought in from inside, believe it or not, just like, or a piece of wood or a bowl or a beautiful piece of
Wow.
pottery or something. And it didn't, I guess, when I think of decorative moments, it makes me realize that style doesn't come from money. Style is just within you. And it takes a little touch here or there. And I mean, honestly, like we would be in a little one bedroom
Yeah.
apartment with three of us, and it was incredibly beautiful with one chair or something like that. She just had a touch. So that's what it means to me, is that it doesn't take a lot to have style. It just takes a little few touches here and there and just a little attention.
To leave an impression, which is what she did, you know?
And it made, we always felt great, you know? We always felt like we lived around beautiful things.
That is so awesome. I love that. Because it's true. It's like, you know, anybody at any juncture of their life or whatever they're doing, even in their office or home or whatever, they can create like a little decorative moment that makes them happy. Like recently somebody posted on Facebook and he posted a photograph of this candle light assemblage that he did on a deck. And he said, I'm just having a decorative moment.
Yes.
And I thought that was so cute.
love that.
And it was
Yes.
at night and it was overlooking the ocean. But he was having a decorative moment because it was something that was special and meaningful to him. And
Exactly.
But that involved rearranging things and configuring objects in such a way that were special. So, and it sounds like that's what your mom did.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
and so, for instance, I'm not a camper. The only way I ever went camping was on a bed.
I know.
And I still do it. Yeah, no. But when I got there and set up a tent, tents are ugly, and the surroundings are beautiful and everything, but it's dirt. There's dirt everywhere, and we had this dirty picnic table and a piece of fabric in my car, and I just took a piece of fabric out, put it on the table, got a little jar, cut a few little weeds, and put them in the jar, and there we had a beautiful table with a tablecloth and a centerpiece. So
how did you get in? So how did you get it? How did Jenny's Wedding Cakes come about? Yeah.
So it was about 22 years ago that I've been officially in business. And the way that it started, I never planned it. It just happened. I always cooked and baked when I was a kid. Literally, like all my friends would go home and I would go home and learn how to make French bread or read books and learn how to make cakes and different icings and things like that all through my teens.
Wow.
And then I was
It
doing
takes a lot of focus. It takes a lot of dedication.
Yeah, it was wonderful. I grew up in Florida, so moving up here where we would have the crisp falls, I'd be like, oh, I think I'm going to go make some French bread, or I think I'm going to teach myself how to make English muffins or something like that. So that's how I learned. And then I
was
read
thinking about
books.
the next episode of The Real World.
Yes, no, I know, yeah. And I read books and learned
That's
how to
so
do everything and watched a million Julia Childs episodes and fell in love with her and her whole philosophy. And then I was doing desserts for restaurants. It just happened. I started catering, and then I met this woman who worked at a restaurant. She asked me to make desserts for it. I was like, okay, I'll try that. So I did that. And then a friend of mine from high school asked me to make their wedding cake. And then I did all the research on wedding cakes and instantly fell in love, and it literally took off. And I think I was lucky. It was the right time. There weren't a lot of boutique companies around, so there wasn't a lot of competition as far as staying small and not being a full-service bakery. And where I had my artistic background from my mom, I had a little bit of an edge there, just proportion-wise and things like that, which is important. And then just the baking part and the business part, learned and studied, read books before the internet, read a lot of books.
Wow.
So that's how so I've been so lucky. I've been so lucky, so I do realize that.
So, like, are you doing like mostly weddings? Obviously, Jenny's wedding cakes, but do you ever do non-wedding stuff?
A little bit,
Okay.
not much at all. It's
Okay.
primarily weddings, and we're
And
not
I
a
think
so
weddings are great because it's like you have a lot of time to prep for it. There's everything sort of like planned out.
Yes.
And it's not like, oh, hey, can I have a cake tomorrow kind of thing. Like,
Yeah, and what happened, you probably get
Or
the
maybe
same
you do
thing.
get that call,
Your,
okay.
no, your mind is just geared towards weddings. So designing for a wedding is just second nature to me now, where, I mean, I had to call my babysitter to say, like, what do I write on my daughter's cake for her birthday? I don't even know how to make birthday cakes.
I know.
So, yeah, so it is primarily weddings. And we're not a retail bakery. We just do weddings. It's all to order. When I meet my clients, they meet with me.
Yeah.
So it's
No,
all
it's
very
like me.
small.
It's like my business.
Yeah.
It's, yeah.
Yeah, very small, very one-on-one, and I don't want it to be any other way. So, so yeah, so to answer your question, primarily weddings.
So does it start with them calling you, like contacting you via the website or on the phone, and then you meet with them in person, and then what are some of the questions you ask a bride or a couple?
So I ask them a lot about the venue, a lot about their other vendors, because that gives me a good insight as to their style. I can tell just by looking at them. I can tell by her ring. Just looking at little things here or there. I always check out her handbag and shoes and stuff like that.
Because it would determine what their eye gravitates towards.
Absolutely.
Because like it's all decorative objects that they're decorating their bodies with and everything. So yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. I had this one client come in, and she looked like she just stepped out of a salon. She had on her Burberry coat and her, Chanel bag and everything like that. And then she's telling me that she wants a rustic farm wedding. And I'm like, honey, unless you went and milked a cow this morning, I'm not going to do your wedding in a barn. So ended up, she had her wedding at the Four Seasons, gold and purple. So she stuck to who she was. But all those things, I just look at the person, ask a lot of questions about the details in the reception, as far as flowers and things like that. The dress we get into a little bit, but not as much as people would think. It's more a lot about the decor around them.
Interesting, because I would think it was a
Colors,
little about
setting,
the dress.
colors, setting, floral style. I usually come up with a name for it, my own little name for it.
So Jenny, I know you have some sample cakes for us, so let's head over and take a look at them, and so you can show us some of your techniques.
Sounds great.
Thank you. I don't know about you, but I am so excited to get started with Jenny. Like, Jenny, so hit it off. Like,
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so what I'm going to show you, nowadays that we can get so many sources online and at craft stores, I'm going to show you some things that you can do at home, anybody can do at home without any skill, without any
I have no
knowledge
skills,
in
so you
cakes.
have to
Well, no, but you don't have to know anything about cake decorating.
Skill, but yeah.
So, okay, one of my favorite things in the whole wide world is edible gold leaf.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And you can buy this on Amazon. These are sheets of real gold leaf.
Oh my God.
How gorgeous is that?
Let's show this to the camera. Wow.
I would cover my children in this if they would stand still long enough. I love this stuff.
I like gold leaf too. And it's
so pretty.
Can you put this on vases?
You probably could. You might want to.
Sorry.
Might be expensive.
I know.
It
Is
might
it
be a
very
little,
expensive? Oh,
it's it's a little, but you don't have to order a whole lot. You can order a little bit, as much as you want, and then like I said, call Amazon and it's there. The day after. So what we're going to do with this today, we're just going to take a simple buttercream cake. This is just plain and leveled off with a spatula.
Okay.
And it's nice and cold. Well, it should be nice and
And
cold
is
when
this
you
a
put
little,
this in.
what is this thing?
This is
You
my
can,
little
like,
turntable
oh,
that I
wow,
just put all
okay.
my cakes on. Yeah, that's
and you
always
can get
great
this
to have.
in any cake decorating store or
Yeah.
Amazon. Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
yep. Hobby Lobby, Michael's, they all have all these
Michael's.
things.
I love Michael's.
So all we're going to do with this, now you could do this for anything. You could just say somebody's having a birthday and you don't want to get into writing things or anything like that. You just take this gold leaf
Oh my.
and you don't have to have any real special technique to it, but just kind of
And look
you
how
wanna put
fast
it.
it gets on there.
Oh yeah, it's super, super thin. You want to try
Wow.
it?
It's so, yeah, I do want to try it because it looks so easy. But I can't imagine it's that easy.
No, it's
so.
super easy.
Hold on, wait, I want to like practice how you like put your hands.
So you just, a very light touch, because
Oh, right, 'cause
it'll
it's
stick
even-
to it right away. Yeah, it even sticks to your fingers.
Oh wow.
How cool is that, right?
And then I can go in the center too, right?
Anywhere you want.
Oh my gosh, it's actually working. And it's,
It's
so easy.
fun. How chic is that? If you're having a dinner party and you want a centerpiece, you could do something like that.
Jenny, should I smooth it out?
You can a little bit.
Or do you like the flaky look? Or it depends, I guess.
You can smooth it out. You just have to make sure that there are no oils on your hands.
Oh,
So just make sure. Or you can take the paper and you can rub it right over it. And it'll
It's like
crush
in
it
all the
down.
magazines that I see, like they do this technique.
I love
it's like,
this stuff.
And to think it's so easy.
Put it on everything. You can put this on, so if you're doing something for fall, you can actually make a cake like this and then you can actually put some of this on, say, a fig or some apples or some, something like that. Some
Do they
fruits.
come in, this is gonna sound, I hope this sounds like an okay question, but does gold leaf come in a different color?
It comes in silver.
Okay,
So we'll
does it
do
come in
silver
orange? Does it
next.
come in like other?
Not really.
Not really? Okay.
Yeah, not
Okay.
really. Yeah,
Okay.
gold is gold, silver is silver.
Okay,
So
okay.
if you want to, let's see, we're just going to put a little bit more on here.
So silver leafing then, is
Yeah.
in that case.
And
Oh,
you
yeah,
can
'cause then
mix
you
the
could do-
two.
oh, right,
You can
right.
mix the silver and gold. So let's see. So do you want to grab a flower from?
Yeah, oh
Out
yeah, okay,
back?
perfect. So is there a preference or?
No, whatever you like.
Maybe-
I mean, I kind of think that color looks
Oh
great
yeah,
with
let's
gold.
see, let's see. Yeah, okay.
And you could just open it up, plop it right in the middle even.
In the middle of the cake?
And that might look kind of cool.
Oh, yeah,
or however,
okay.
yeah, like,
Okay, I'm excited. I'm like nervous at the same time.
it's a flower.
It's like my
You're not
I
a
know.
flower.
I know, it's like my forte,
Yeah,
right?
see,
Or
open
is
it right up.
Oh wow, yeah, you open
How
it right
cool
up
is
and then it's like,
that?
oh, that is really cute. It's just so
Yeah.
simple, but it has like the gold leafing and
Yep.
then it's like, oh, so now, yeah, because you can even
You can
open
even
it up
fold
more.
these down.
That's pretty.
Make
And I
it a
guess if you
giant
want to do like a little
centerpiece.
decorative accent, have a decorative moment on the
Have a
turntable.
decorative moment
you
on
can
the
just put the
turntable.
pedal right there.
See, there you go. Bring that camping.
That is
right?
so pretty. So this is the,
How
would you
cute
say
is
this is the
that?
front?
It's
Or
not
does it-
really. This
well,
one
it's
doesn't
actually
really
really
have
pretty.
a
Yeah.
front.
I love it.
So there's one
Okay,
idea.
so that's gold
Okay.
leafing. Okay.
Yep. So here, you want to put that?
Yeah,
somewhere?
absolutely. I'm gonna move it right here.
And then the
I
next
just want to like
one.
stuff my face in there and eat the entire thing. I'm so hungry. I need to stop eating sweets though. Every day I eat
Aw.
chocolate.
And then I'm going to show you another technique. You know what we'll do? We'll mix a few here. So what I'm going to do, this is a regular makeup brush you can get at any
Which
store.
conveniently matches your dress.
Which
but
conveniently matches. I don't know how that happened. And this is gold powder, so edible gold powder. You can get, same thing, you can get this they come in smaller containers.
Do you like gold a lot?
I love metallics, gold, silver, champagne, all those colors. So all I do with this is I take a little in my palm,
Oh wow.
dab it right here, and then you can do sort of a
Oh, I love that.
sponge technique.
And okay, so this is fondant, right?
These are actually buttercream. Yep, and you can do this on
Wow.
either. It doesn't have to be fondant. The reason, I was going to
Yeah,
do
I've never seen buttercream
fondant
look so-
takes a little
yeah.
skill. That takes a little.
This takes skill.
Yeah.
I've never seen buttercream look so smooth, and that looks like
you.
fondant. Like,
Thank
right?
you.
Like,
It's one of my things. So there's.
it's
do you
so,
wanna
and you
try
can make
it?
it. Yeah, I do want to
Just
try it.
again, just
okay.
a light touch.
Oh my gosh, thank you. So, okay, just like
Yep,
it's makeup.
yep.
Because I would
And you
know
just
what
kinda
makeup feels
dab
like,
it.
right? All right, let's see.
Just gonna dab it right on.
Dab it. Okay. Oh, okay. So you have to really lightly touch it.
Yep.
Okay, but
Yeah,
I'm
it
not
sticks
really
right
getting
to it.
anything. Oh, there we go. Okay. Oh wow.
Cool, right? You can do some on the sides.
And then okay, yeah, I'm gonna do some on the sides. So I'll do some in the front, or maybe.
And then you get this awesome look, which I love.
Oh, look at that. That is, I love this look.
Isn't it fun?
Yeah, because it's like, but
And
I try not
again,
to have too hard.
Takes you like 5 minutes, right? You can get everything locally.
I love it. It's just so
Okay.
fun. It's like, and it
And
really does.
then-
Does this come in different colors?
Yes,
Okay,
it
cool.
does.
That's
Yeah.
cool. I know.
And then I'm going to give you some silver. Let's see, hopefully I got some silver here.
So,
Oh gosh, do I not have silver?
so this is gold powder or just cake powder?
That is edible.
I don't.
Yeah, it's edible luster dust.
Ah.
And again, they have that. You'll see it in the cake decorating sections. Am I all gold? Might be all gold here.
What if you have you ever put this on your face?
The powder? No,
gonna
I
put some on my
haven't.
nose.
All right, well, I'm going to give you some more gold. I thought I had some silver, but I'm
Okay.
going to give you more gold to put on there.
Okay.
And then just same thing, just like dab it on just like you did. So you can use them
Cool.
both.
I want to. This is so cool.
Isn't it fun?
I'm gonna put some in the front so people can see because I want to like. Oh. And I like the flaky look, and I can't believe it's edible. It doesn't. It looks like tin foil. Like
Yeah, it's super, super thin.
wow.
And yes, you can do this. This comes in all different colors, this dust. So you can do like pinks and purples. And same thing. So you can mix the two.
I can't. I've never ever. I never thought this would be this like straightforward.
Yeah.
Like.
Super simple.
Thank you.
Yep. So
When you're going to a friend's house, do you make little small cakes?
I don't.
And decorate. Sorry, I know I did it on
gold.
purpose.
I love it.
Don't mess up my makeup.
I
I
love
beat my
that.
face.
I know, I
beat
love
my.
it. Do I don't, nobody asks me to, everyone knows, don't even ask me to bring anything because I don't have time.
Well, no, because it's time consuming. No, it's true.
Do people ask you to bring flower
Flowers,
arrangements?
yeah, they do, actually.
Yeah.
They
No, I
do
know,
all the
that's
time.
what I mean. And it's like, yeah.
They do.
So, but no, I do. I bring things all the time.
You know what I'm going to start doing? I'm going to start bringing
Yes.
flower arrangements to like dinners. Like tonight, I'm going to a dinner, and I might
Yeah.
as well just bring like this floral
I think you
arrangement. Just like place it on the dining table so we can all admire it.
That's my
Yeah.
favorite thing. Yeah,
at
I would be psyched if I got that. Okay, so next thing I'm going to show you is, this is a very popular technique
wow,
right
what-
now. So this is gum paste. Obviously, you can get this in a smaller container.
Yep.
Pound, this I believe is a 5-pound. And what we're going to do is we're going to roll it out really thin, and we're going to make some ruffles with it.
This always seems like making ruffles on, and this is
It's
this is fondant?
extremely, yeah, it's kind of like fondant, except you can roll it out thinner, and
you
it
not like
sets harder.
fondant?
No, I do. I love it. I work with it all the time.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I love it.
No, I know. It just sounds like everything's not fondant, so I'm wondering why.
Okay. So all we're gonna do, I just cut this into a thin strip, and then we're just gonna cut it in a little wave design. Okay, and I'm gonna roll it out a little thinner. I'm not gonna do the whole cake, but I'll show you how to do it. And then I'll show you what else we're gonna do with it.
Are you gonna paint it? Mm-hmm. Oh, good. No, I'm like a little kid. I can't wait for the next step because I see all these little paint things.
Yep, those are all food
Are they all
coloring.
edible too?
Yep, it's
So I
all,
can I can watch like my Netflix and just drink all of these.
if you want to, I suppose. Okay, so we're just gonna put some ruffles on here.
Look at oh my gosh! I can't wait to see this. I've always wanted to do this. Like,
Okay, again, you use my favorite word, finesse. Use a little finesse here.
I use that word.
You do?
No, no. I thought you said I used that word.
No, that's
so.
my favorite. No, that's my favorite word.
Finesse.
Yeah. Think about it. It applies to every situation, everything.
The last episode we did, Candace Wu, she said when she hears the phrase decorative moment, she thinks of the word fancy. And I thought that was cute. I haven't heard someone use fancy in a really long time, so it was nice.
Okay, so then we're just going to go around one more time here. These just stick right on. And
Oh, wow. Look at that. Because then you also had it like not perfectly.
right.
Yeah, okay.
Yep, so it overlaps a little bit, so you get a lot of texture there. I could do one more. I can have you paint on it. You want to try to paint on it?
Yes, I do, for
Okay,
sure.
so let me show you how we're going to do this. So you want to take a little clear
Is that
liquid.
vodka?
Yep, little clear, little clear liquid. And the reason why is it evaporates.
What if
and
you
it's
get pulled
edible.
over as you're delivering the cake because you have alcohol in your car.
You know, I never thought about that. I'd probably get in a lot of trouble. Another little makeup
Because no
brush.
one's gonna believe that it's about the cake.
Exactly.
You know,
I was painting on a cake. Ooh, I can smell it. All right. So we're just going to take a little food coloring.
Oh my. Okay, so food coloring. Oh, that is food coloring.
Yes,
but it's
these
edible.
are all. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. These are all food coloring, and again, you don't need a lot.
Oh wow. And I'll just paint a little bit. We have a few minutes left,
Yep.
so I'm gonna.
So then I'll show you. So
Yeah, show
again,
me once. So it's like
light.
maybe do it in the front so people. Oh wow.
Yep. A very light touch there. You can take the vodka. You know, a little, try it.
Oh my God.
So it gives you sort of a watercolory look, and you won't need a lot. It'll because it
Okay.
goes. Yeah.
Okay. Oh yeah, look, I don't want to. Yeah, I think I went. Oh my gosh. This is so amazing. You know, I mean, it's funny because it's like I was thinking about this. I on this trip I went on recently, and like, you know, cakes really are they really are like a decorative moment. When someone walks into the room and like they see their cake and it's going to be enjoyed by people and it's sweet and
Yeah.
it's kind and you know, it has the opportunity to be like a decorative moment in the room. Like all these other decorative elements, the flowers, the linens, the chairs.
Right.
But then the cake really does stand out. It's
Yeah.
its own special entity,
Yep.
you know? And all the thought and the consideration, and it took so much time to make and prepare. It's so detail oriented. You know, you consulted with the client, you're bringing their vision to life, but then being in your studio, I can only imagine like the intimacy and how like, you know, the quiet time when you're designing, you know?
Yeah, and a lot of times it's late on a Friday night. You know what else you can do with this
Yeah,
too?
yeah.
And no, it's late on a Friday
I
night.
doing a bad
What-
job?
No, I was going to show you. Look what you can do. You can do the edges.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, here, try the edges. It's late on a Friday night,
like-
and I lock my door, and I just work by myself, and I get in a zone.
I love Friday night working.
I'm just there all night
yes,
long.
that is
Yep.
like the best,
Yep.
best.
Yeah, and sometimes
Best.
it's when I'm my most creative. You know, there's no time limits. There's no.
And everyone's out.
Yeah.
Everyone's enjoying
Yeah,
their Friday
yeah.
night.
I
you
lock
know?
the door,
Yeah.
put the music on.
It's like, I'm enjoying my Friday night too. I'm just doing my
Right.
thing.
So can you picture the whole cake with just like the
I'm-
lines on that? Wouldn't that look so cool?
That one, because it's like a very subtle touch of color.
Yeah.
So it's like, I like that. It's very like, I really love this cake. Actually, this would be one of my favorite. This is more my style. Like having the
Yes.
ruffles like that.
Yeah.
That's definitely my cup of tea.
Yep.
I like that a lot.
Yeah, and you can do that yourself.
Because I
You can do
love
it
the
with all
ruffles on
things.
this cake right here.
Thank
the one that you did. Like that's.
Oh, so
I
this is
love
the
it.
same material. That's all
Oh,
done
wow.
with the same material, and this was sponged on with the brush.
Oh, so
And this is silver and gold and pink in there.
so it's sort
faded
of
a little.
demonstrating all the
Yeah,
technique.
yeah, it kind of is.
Yeah,
I didn't
without
even
the gold
realize
leafing,
that.
because it doesn't have the
Yes.
gold. Like, yeah, but
Right.
it looks. Yeah. Okay. That's so cool. Well,
Yeah.
thank you all so much for tuning into today's episode of Jimmy's Decorative Moment. Thank you,
Thank
Jenny.
you for having me. I love it. I'm gonna get
I
gold
really
on you
appreciate-
and
I know.
cornstarch on you and everything else. Thank you so
I'm
much.
changing this shirt, so don't worry. You know, if you have any questions about the show, you know, feel free to reach out to me directly. You can get my phone number from the B&N studio. And but otherwise, as always, just you know, take what you can from today's episode. Go home and look around your room, your kitchen, your closet, your space, and try to bring in a decorative moment into your own life. Like Jenny was saying earlier with her mom, it doesn't take a lot, and you can do a lot with a little. So thank you again, and thank you to Glenn and Janice Williams of the Rosenville Arts Alliance and Be Our Guest Party Rental. Thank you, Simone, and thank you, Jim. Goodbye.